if you have a hard time not turning off your phone for an hour to do focused work or 90 minutes, if that's a real challenge, that's a great invitation to start working through some of the neural circuits for what we call no-go. So I do this now. I'm revealing all my little weird quirks, but they're grounded in neuroscience. So we have circuits that are called go circuits. These are, if you want to know that, if you want to look them up, they're circuits of the basal ganglia. And they're involved in anytime we make a decision to make a behavior like reach out, I just picked up the bottle, put it down deliberately. And then we have no-go circuits. These are ones that suppress behavior. And they've done a lot of beautiful experiments where you can create a video game or something where people have the impulse to make a choice in order to score points in a certain amount of time. And sometimes you have to go, and sometimes you have to no-go. You have to avoid movement. And suppressing movement takes effort, right? And all you have to do is experience a social gathering and see one person pull out their phone, and you just notice everyone pulls out their phone. That tells you it's been handed over to central pattern generators. I don't think it's conscious. I don't think people are like, oh, exciting, I'm gonna look at my phone. It's literally just now it's socially cued. So it's sort of like someone wipes the side of their nose, like maybe they got something, and then you notice people will just start doing this. It's like human behavior. We mimic each other subconsciously. So we do it with the phone. So I have this thing where I don't believe that we have as much attention deficit as people think. There's about 10% of the population that probably has legitimate attention deficit. It's getting worse, and the numbers are creeping towards 12%, 15, and 20 in adults as well because of the phone, just to be totally honest. So this morning I experienced this. I went for a run. I was listening to music, and I wanted to see if I had reception and check something on my phone. And so I have a rule. 25 times a day, I try and suppress a desire to take an action. And I'll tell you, it was excruciating. I wanted to do it so badly. I don't even know why. It's just, I'm trying to override some circuitry to just look when I have reception, to just look at my phone, see where text messages or whatever, direct messages. So I get to the car, and I was like, whoa, I made it. Do I look now? And I thought, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm thinking, I should do it. I should do it. And I sit there for about a minute. And this is crazy, right? I'm a grown man, 45 years old, right? I should drive home. It's not, but I didn't do it. And I was like, this feels really good. So what I'm trying to do now is train myself to not be reflexive about the phone. And I think that requires a conscious effort. Eventually it'll become more automatic, in the same way that reaching for it became automatic. So these no-go circuits require a lot of energy, a lot of work, but we can train them up. And that's what's cool. And that's neuroplasticity, the brain's nervous system's ability to change in response to deliberate focus and experience. We're the only species, as far as we know, that can rewire our nervous system deliberately in this way. If other animals do it, like my dog Costello, if he tries to do this, he doesn't do it very well. But humans can do this. But the agitation of, the no-go effort is, I want to boldface and underline twice the word effort. It is supposed to feel challenging. So I don't know that it's necessary. For some people might be very good at this. I think people who are older, 50, 60, they're probably better at this because their nervous system didn't incorporate the phone into their world quite as much. But, again, I don't want to demonize the phone, but I think learning to control one's behavior with the phone is going to be the distinction between those that are successful, I really believe this, and those that are not. And there will be a range there. It's not black and white, right? It's not a stark contrast. There'll be a number of shades of gray in between. But the better you are at controlling your relationship to distraction and to these impulses that draw you off track, the more you're going to be able to produce things. Also, the better you will be for relationships of all kinds. There are certain people that are more clued into this than others, but everybody appreciates like someone who's very present. I have a friend, it's why you introduce him to any of my girlfriends in the past, and they walk away. He's a really good friend, but I was always a little envious of him because they always go, he has the best presence. And you know what it is his phone never comes out of his pocket. And when you're with him, he's actually just talking to you. It's not that complicated.